single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day.
Hello Pocom followers. Why doctors wore in the Middle Ages alien beak masks? During the Middle Ages, plague, the biggest horror of the world, was able to kill hundreds of millions of people in waves that could not stop. During that period, we can say that the plague is one of the most mysterious figures that appeared in that period. Plague doctors are public officials hired villages, towns, or cities when plague. In theory, the basic duties of the plague were to treat the victims of plague and bury the dead. However, there were many other tasks by plague doctors. They were responsible for limiting the number of victims in the books of public records and documenting the last wishes of their patients. Perhaps more people mention the Middle Centuries are currently mentioned. It is a mask as a durable plague, which became one of the most famous Black Death codes. The reason behind the plague masks was wrong about the nature of serious disease, which is spreading through air-sensitive air. Because plague doctors were in contact with the victims of this deadly disease, they were at risk of injury more than others and had to take the necessary precautions. Before the 17th century, plague doctors were wearing varied windows. In 1619, only the outfit was invented. The man who is attributed to the invention of plague suit is Charles de Lormeaux, the great doctors of three French kings. They are, Henry IV, Louis XIII and Louis XIV, and was also in the service of the Italian family. One of the families of Phil doctor wearing a hat is made of the skin and was aimed at pointing out that my doctor wearing. Although the hat was a symbolic function, she assumed historians that they probably provided some protection by removing some bacteria. The known plague mask, which was in a bird, has a long beak. The beacon has been filled with strong and fun smells, such as amber, mint, or roses, and was only with two hosts, one on each side near the nose slots. The hole was enough for breathing, and with the air smell of herbs via the long coat is made from the skin. It runs from behind the plague mask down the feet. The entire coat was covered with grease, thought that grease prevents body fluids from adhesion. Finally, a plague holds a long wooden cup to examine his patient without touching, and the doctor can also use the stick to refer to his aides or family members of the victim on how and place the patient or deceased transfer. Thanks for following.